How's it going, guys? Equal here, and welcome to week 5, isn't it, of the PGL. This week we're up against T-TRA1N, and I'm kind of dreading this match because I've never used these mons like this before, and we kind of need to win. Or we need a very low differential, and there's so many ways they could counter us. It's not good, but you know what? I've got my phone ready, so we can. There's no mega lat. Oh my god, that's amazing. And there's no. What's okay? So that's awesome. That's fucking perfect. That's fucking perfect right there. Okay, great. So the Scarfer here is the Mega Heracross, which is fine. Which is fine. Is it fine? I don't know. But the good news is that Gengar shits on this team. There's no Porygon 2 either, so I don't need Focus Blast. Alright. I don't have rocks on this team. Who am I going to lead with? Well, I think he's going to be leading with the Mamoswine so he can set up his rocks. He brought the Flareon. That's dope. If he leads with the Mamoswine, who do I want to lead off with? Rupture is who I want to lead off with. Can I hear that outside of the... Yes, I can. You can hear that, can't you? Well, my bad. Yeah, I'm going to lead off with Rupture first, I think. Because if he wants to lead off with the Mamoswine, which I believe he will, or the Magnezone, which he might also do, we can close combat on them and do the work. Which is good stuff. Okay, awesome. That's the Magnezone. Awesome, perfect lead, perfect, because this thing cannot touch us. It cannot touch us, period. So, what I think he's going to do here is, I think he's going to Volt Switch out into the Weezing or the Togekiss. Which is absolutely fine. What I could do here is I could set up a Swords Dance. If I set up a Swords Dance, this thing becomes all the more hard to deal with. Or I can set up my rocks. He has Flareon, Mamoswine, and Togekiss that are all weak to rocks, and Heracross does take quite a nice amount of damage. He withdraws, so he does not have Volt Switch, or he's not Scarfed, which is even better. So I'm going to set my rocks here. He goes out into Weezing, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. If he wants to try and set up Toxic Spikes, that's also fine because we have things off the ground. So what we can do here is... what do you have? What does Gengar have for this thing? Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Knockoff, and Giga Drain. Oh, I don't want that. This thing is obviously Black Sludge. It's not especially defensive, so I can go straight out into Tomato and Hyper Voice here, which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to pull up Calcs real quick, like, damage Calc. This thing is actually really nice for us to go up against. Yeah, he goes to Toxic Spikes. That's fine, I knew he'd do that. So we have a Heliolisk, which is a special attacker, but it's Choice Specs. Choice Specs versus a Weezing. Physically defensive. Hyper Voice does not KO, but it comes close to it. Okay. Electric doesn't resist Steel. I'm probably better off going for a Thunderbolt here, in case he wants to swap out into the Togekiss, because the Mamoswine isn't really taking a Hyper Voice. But I'm just going to stay in a Hyper Voice. I could have Thunderbolted there. We kill! That wasn't even a crit. So that tells me... That's perfect as well. That's his wall. Oh, yes! That's his wall. So that tells me that he was not max HP. So what was he? He was probably max special defense, max physical defense. Which is fine. What is this thing here for? What's this thing going to do to me? What does Magnezone get that it can do against me? I kind of want to go out to Celebi here and set up. I kind of want to do that. I'm not going to, though. Instead, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go into Rupture. If we go into Rupture, then we don't have a safe switch in to the Heracross. Well, we have Maria, which gets Toxic on input, which automatically raises the physical defense. Actually, yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to Rupture here. If he wants to send in the Heracross, that's fine, because we can just go out into Maria and we can eat hits with that because it will get Toxic. Oh no, it won't. He said Toxic Spikes, but it's only the first layer, so it will only get regular poisoned. That's fine. In fact, that's better than fine. That's fucking perfect. Signal Beam. Was he predicting the Celebi? He must have been. That's a decent play to make. That's a very decent play to make. Okay, so he knows that I'm going to close combat here. Because why would I not? So what I could do is not close combat and instead Stone Edge. That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. We're going to Stone Edge here because I feel like he's going to swap out into the Togekiss, predicting the close combat, or the Heracross. If he goes into the Heracross, fine. Rocks on top of Stone Edge is going to do a crazy amount of damage. And then obviously the Mamoswine and the Flareon don't want to take it. If he stays in, he's a Lord. And he's taking a Stone Edge. Which is, again, not the end of the world, because I don't think this thing can really touch me. I mean, it has Flash Cannon, which is neutral. And we're down quite a bit of HP, but at the same time, I don't think it can really touch us all that much. So yeah, that's alright. I don't know if my face cam shows it. He withdraws, excellent. But I'm sunburnt on my nose, and it's like I don't want to show it. He goes out into Spork. Nice one, bro. And we land the Stone Edge. Thank you, Terrakion. And we kill! Yes! This battle is going perfectly. This battle is going absolutely perfectly. That's fucking perfect. We just knocked out the Heracross. That was his Scarfer. Everything else is base 80 or below. He's got a base 80, a base 80, a base 60, and a base 60. Okay, so I'm thinking that this thing is confident that it can live the hit. We have enough speed to outspeed a non-invested Heracross. This thing shares the same base speed as Heracross. So, I'm thinking it outspeeds me. If it outspeeds me, what's it going to go for? Wow, that's a very good question. He's going for a Moonblast. That much is clear. I don't want to go out to Gengar just yet. Not just yet. Because the Flareon can kind of put a stop to us and the Magnezone can deal with our Steel-type moves. So, what I think I'm going to do is I could go out into Maria. Try and Toxic something maybe, Ice Beam, stall anything out, which is fine. We're specially defensive anyway, so that's fine. We'll get the Marvel Scale boost as well. Because we're not Toxic, it's just regular Poison. So this will be good for us. He's probably going to go for... He goes for a Tailwind. Right. I see you. So he's upping his speed. Because he knows that we're fast. He knows that we are a fast draft. Right. Okay, here do I... Scald or Ice Beam? I think I Scald. This thing can't touch us. He's going into the Magnezone, I assume. No, he stays in any Air Slashes. He's going to try and Power Flinch me out. Or, well, just flinch me out because we're Toxic. And he flinches. Okay, that's not ideal. That is a lot of damage. I really want to keep this thing alive. I really want to keep this thing alive. So the question then becomes, what do we want to take an Air Slash? This thing is what we want to take an Air Slash. That damage tells me that he's probably max special attack. Let me bring up calcs. Togekiss. We'll call him Stallbreaker, because why not? Against a Milotic. Huge defensive. Yeah, that thing is probably max special attack. Or choice specs. I kind of want to sack off Rupture here, but honestly, Tomato does nothing for us. I mean, it can surf the Flareon and the Mamoswine, which I kind of don't want to get rid of it. He's got no water type, though. It takes extra damage. I'm going to go out into Tomato here. We have special defense investment, so we might actually live the hit. It's resisted to. So we might actually live the hit, but I'm not hopeful for it. I'm not hopeful for it because we don't have a hell of a lot of HP. So he goes for the Air Slash. We avoid it. I'm sorry, T-Train. I'm really sorry about that. But, you know, what can you do about that? So the Thunderbolt is obvious here. So instead of going for Thunderbolt, I'm going to Surf. Because he might swap out into Mamoswine. This thing has decent special defense, so I'm pretty sure it can live the hit, but I want to play it safe. He might predict me to go for a Thunderbolt and then swap out, and if he does, then, you know, a Thunderbolt will do nothing, and he'll outspeed in the Tailwind. So we don't want to do that. I'd rather sack off Heliolisk and just get some damage off than not be able to damage anything at all. So, yeah, this thing, I think this is the right play to make. Methinks. So, what's he going to do? He's struggling a bit here now, because he doesn't have his Scarfer, which is amazing. Although Tailwind, with Tailwind he might not have been Scarf. He might have been Guts. He withdraws, which is perfect. Into Cursewine, dead. That's his Flareon. That might live the hit. That thing has base 110 special defense. That might live the hit. It does. It does. It's leftovers. Okay. Yeah, we have just enough speed to outspeed a max speed Heracross. That's friggin' perfect. That's friggin' perfect, that is. Okay. Okay. That's dope as hell. He's going to sack this thing off, so we're just going to Hyper Voice. Oh no, we're Specs. Never mind. We go for Surf. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter either way. He protects, predicting me to swap out, I'm assuming. Which is fine. But yeah, he's lefty, so he's not Scarf. So, again, fine. Absolutely fine. Absolutely gosh darn diddly fine. I think he was predicting me to swap out because he was going to swap out into the Mamoswine, into the Magnezone just there. If he swaps into Magnezone, the original plan was just to sack this thing off anyway. So I can deal with its. He's double protecting. He's trying to stall out the Toxic. Is what he's trying to do. Well, it's not even Toxic, it's just regular Poison. I don't mind losing Heliolisk. I'd love a 6-0, but we won't get one. Which is fine. That's absolutely fine, because, that's fine. So down goes the Flareon too. And rocks are really going to start to hurt that Togekiss. They're really going to start to hurt that Togekiss with its switching. Donatello, that's his Mamoswine. Oh, he was trying to storm me out into a range where Ice Shard would kill. You sneaky bugger. In that case, we have the perfect opportunity here to go out to Maria. Perfect opportunity. Goes for Ice Shard. We can eat that. We can eat that for days. I kind of want to just go for a Scald here. I kind of just want to go for a Scald here. I'm going to recover though. Because, well, he's going out into Magnezone, isn't he? No, if he's max speed, he's probably going to kill. Or he has the risk to kill. Goes for Earthquake. Yep. Yep. We have the Marble Scale boost, so that won't kill. It does not. And we go ahead and recover all of that back. Max HP, max defense Milotic. With Marble Scale. Boom. Okay, so he's Life Orb. That's his most powerful attack. That is his most powerful attack. So now he knows that he can't really touch us. So he's going to swap out. We go for Scald. And we hope to kill something. Unless that was a mineral. It was it a mineral? It wasn't a mineral, but we kill this thing. We're sacking off our Milotic here, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Down goes the Mamoswine. That's dead. That's dead. Are we sacking it off? Maybe not. Maybe not. So he just has the Togekiss and the Magnezone left. Out into Celine. He's going for Air Slash. I believe he's Choice Specs. Is what I believe. I'm just trying to think. I could already do with just a clean switch into Gengar. So I'm afraid we're going to have to sack off Milotic here. And if he's not max speed, then we outspeed and we'll probably kill with an Ice Beam. But he is max speed. So that's fine. That's fine. Down goes Maria. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk trying to set the nasty plot up. I'm just gonna go out into Gengar here. Outspeed. Try and kill. Oh no, he's not Choice Specs, he was Tailwind. So what is he? What is he? Expert Belt maybe? I just need to see how much a Shadow Ball will do. It won't kill. If we're timid. Are we timid? I forget. I forget if we're timid. We are, aren't we? Because, yeah, we are. We're timid. How much does it do to a Magnezone, though? To a Magnezone. Say it's Choice Scarf, because why not? Shadow Ball Okos anyway. So, Sludge Wave is the thing to do here. He's going to withdraw. I don't really care. Because, oh no, we don't kill. Not from this range, we don't. Ah, I did not get that right. Okay. Do you know what I should have done? I should have gone out into Rupture there. I should have gone out into Rupture. That was the safe play. That was the safe play, and we didn't do that correctly. We can hope for the crit on Shadow Ball. But I don't want to risk missing the Stone Edge. So I'm going to go into Tomato here. If he tries to Volt Switch, we might live the hit, but we probably won't. If we don't, that's fine. Thunderbolt, we're not living that. That's a crit. That's fine anyway. I don't really care about that. So actually, I think we just go out into Terrakion here. And fire off close combats. I think that's what we do. Because he was scared out. He was scared out the first time we sent this thing in. So he might not be Scarfed. If he is Scarfed, you're a lord. You're a lord. And if he is Scarfed, then we're in a bit of a pickle here, but that's fine. I don't think he is. I do not think he is. I think he's more than likely Specs. He is. So we can knock him out with the close combat here. Down goes the Magnezone, and he just has that Togekiss left, which we can Oko with Gengar if Rupture falls, which I don't think he will. I think we'll land the Stone Edge, please, and kill this thing. And kill this thing. Unless this thing is... No, it's not. It's not choiced in any way. So we outspeed, and we kill with the Stone Edge because its defense is not too terribly great. And the rocks are wearing it down. Just out of curiosity, does a close combat kill here? What's this thing? Togekiss. Are you Stall Breaker versus a Terrakion? Life Orb Attacker. Close combat does not kill, I don't think. Would you say that's about 20%? Close combat does between 15 or 16 and 18%. I don't want to risk it. I'm going for the Stone Edge. We land. Well, that berry's not going to matter. Down goes Celine. So that's game. So GG to T-Train as we pick up a 4-0. That's huge for us. That's amazing. That means that our differential has just gone and skyrocketed, basically. I could have gotten a 5-0 there if I'd have not gone out into Gengar. If I didn't go out into Gengar, I would have gotten 5-0 because I could have just swept with Terrakion. But that's fine. I don't really mind. GG to T-Train. You had a kind of scary team, but I outsped a lot of the things. Tailwind was good. Tailwind was good. I like that. Check out his channel. He's a good battler. Phenomenal battler. He does top 5s on Pokemon as well and stuff like that. So yeah, check out his battle. Good guy. Great guy. Awesome. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to click the like button because it tells me that I'm doing a good job and that you guys want to see more. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. So thank you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye. Woo, we got to win. Woo, 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 woo.